Well, tonight, a federal court says Karen Read's murder retrial can start next month as scheduled. The defense had asked for a stay based on unresolved questions regarding the charges against Read. Our NBC 10's John Maroney joining us live outside Norfolk Superior Court in Denham with a look at the very latest developments. John.
Priscilla, the ruling is not a surprise, but it did come quickly. Right now, this trial is a go for April 1st.
In all honesty, it does smack of a little bit of desperation.
Another denial for Karen Read and company after asking the federal courts to delay her murder trial. Read has pleaded not guilty to killing her boyfriend, John O'Keefe.
It is not surprising that the federal court, on appeal no less, chose again not to get involved in pending state court proceedings.
The First Circuit Court of Appeals refused to stay the start of the state trial. The ruling coming hours after Judge Beverly Cannoni said the same thing.
We will start April 1st with impanelment.
The defense is waiting for a federal decision on 2 charges against Read, with the retrial less than 2 weeks away. A ruling could change everything.
So I haven't heard any basis or any proffer by the defense that would substantiate any particular witness is a third-party culprit.
The prosecution's trying to block the third-party culprit defense, which was allowed in the first trial. It permits the defense to argue that O'Keefe was killed by someone else, although Read's attorneys have to offer evidence and name the suspects.
We have identified our Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, and Colin Albert.
The defense has been critical of how police handled John O'Keefe's death investigation. It's now looking to bring in an expert to review the process for the jury. It would be a first in Massachusetts under the so-called Bowen defense.
We are entitled to present a defense, and part of that defense, the Bowen defense, is the adequacy of the investigation.
The witness lists are out. The prosecution's includes 3 of the defense attorneys who may be asked to confirm public statements by their client.
I don't really think the intent is that those attorneys should have to testify. And frankly, you know, half the world knows that's Karen Read on the tape at this point. It's not AI, as some would try and suggest at times.
Now, the 2 sides, they will be back in court on Tuesday for what is expected to be the final hearing before the start of the trial. Well, I'm in Dedham. John Maroney, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, going on as scheduled. John, thank you. And we continue to follow the very latest developments on Karen Read's upcoming retrial. Jury selection set to begin on April 1st. Be sure to stay with us and our sister station, NECN, for live coverage. And every night of the trial, tune in at 7 p.m. for Canton Confidential. We're going to have a full recap of that day's proceedings right here on NBC 10.